Dear language learners, embarking on the journey of learning, English can be both exciting and challenging. One powerful tool at your disposal is the shadowing technique, a method proven to enhance your language skills effectively. Shadowing involves closely mimicking the speech of native speakers as you listen to them, allowing you to practice pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm in a natural context. We highly recommend incorporating shadowing into your daily practice, especially with our series of Level 1 English tales. These stories are designed not only to entertain but also to provide you with valuable language learning opportunities. By listening to and shadowing these stories repeatedly, you'll find yourself improving in understanding and speaking English more fluently. Here's why: consistent daily practice, particularly through shadowing, can be immensely beneficial for you. Improves listening skills. Frequent exposure to spoken English will sharpen your ability to distinguish sounds and understand native speech patterns. Enhances pronunciation. By mimicking the pronunciation of native speakers, you'll reduce your accent and speak more clearly. Boosts speaking confidence. Regular practice will make you more comfortable with speaking English, reducing hesitation and increasing fluency. Solidifies learning. Repeating the videos daily helps reinforce new vocabulary and grammar structures, making them second nature. We encourage you to watch and shadow our videos every day, multiple times if possible. Each repetition is a step closer to mastery, and every effort you make solidifies your learning. Remember, consistency is key. With time and practice, you'll find yourself engaging with the English language in ways you never thought possible. Embrace the journey and let the magic of shadowing unveil the full potential of your language learning adventure. Warm regards. The Adventure of Leo and Luna. Once upon a time, in a small, vibrant town surrounded by vast forests and towering mountains, lived two siblings, Leo and Luna. They shared a dream of exploring a world beyond their town. One sunny morning, they decided it was time to embark on their adventure. With backpacks filled with essentials, a map, and a compass, they set off into the dense forest. The birds chirped harmoniously, guiding their path, and the gentle breeze whispered secrets of the woods. As they ventured deeper, they stumbled upon a hidden path leading to a mysterious cave. Curiosity took over, and they carefully made their way inside. The cave was unlike anything they had ever seen, with sparkling crystals and walls that seemed to tell ancient stories. Suddenly, they found a locked chest. After a moment of contemplation, Luna discovered a riddle on the chest that hinted at the key's hiding spot. Working together, they solved the riddle and opened the chest to find a magical map showing hidden treasures around the world. Excited by their find, they decided to follow the map. Their journey took them across seas, deserts, and mountains. They learned new languages, met fascinating people, and discovered cultures far different from their own. Throughout their travels, they faced challenges but always found solutions by working together and using their creativity. Each obstacle taught them valuable lessons about trust, friendship, and perseverance. After many months, they realized that the greatest treasure was the journey itself and the memories they created. They returned home not just as explorers, but as storytellers, ready to share their adventures with everyone. The townspeople gathered around, eager to listen to Leo and Luna's stories. As they spoke, the siblings used expressive gestures and vivid descriptions, making their audience feel as if they were part of the adventure. Leo and Luna continued to explore new places, but they always returned to their town to share their tales. They became known as the greatest adventurers, inspiring others to embark on their own journeys. The Adventure of Leo in Wonderwood. Once upon a time, In a town nestled at the edge of a mystical forest known as Wonderwood, lived a curious young boy named Leo. Leo had always been fascinated by the stories of Wonderwood, a place filled with magical creatures and ancient secrets. One sunny morning, driven by his curiosity, Leo decided to embark on an adventure to explore the forest. As Leo stepped into Wonderwood, he marveled at the towering trees and the chorus of sounds that filled the air. He walked further, enchanted by the beauty of the forest. Suddenly, he stumbled upon a path he had never seen before, hidden beneath a veil of vines. With a heart full of excitement, Leo followed the path, which led him to a clearing where he found an ancient, talking tree named Eldrin. Eldrin, the guardian of Wonderwood, told Leo about an impending danger threatening the forest. A dark force was trying to steal the magic that kept Wonderwood alive. Leo, filled with a sense of purpose, offered to help. Eldrin, seeing the bravery in Leo, bestowed upon him a magical amulet that would protect him on his journey. Armed with the amulet and his unwavering courage, Leo ventured deeper into the forest. He encountered various creatures: a wise owl that taught him the language of the birds, a timid deer that showed him the hidden paths, and a friendly fox that warned him of the trap set by the dark force. Throughout his adventure, Leo faced many challenges. He had to cross a river that flowed backwards, solve riddles posed by the ancient guardians of the forest, and find his way through a maze of thorns. Each challenge tested Leo's bravery, wit, and determination. But with each step, Leo grew stronger, more confident, and more adept at using the shadowing technique to communicate with the creatures of Wonderwood. Finally, Leo reached the heart of the forest, where the dark force had begun its ritual to drain Wonderwood 500 of its magic. Using all the skills and knowledge he had gained, Leo challenged the dark force. The battle was fierce, but with the help of his friends from the forest and the power of the magical amulet, Leo was able to defeat the dark force and restore peace to Wonderwood. As a token of gratitude, the creatures of Wonderwood named Leo their hero and promised that he would always be welcome in the forest. Leo returned home, his heart full of unforgettable memories and stories of his incredible adventure. From that day on, Leo continued to visit Wonderwood, each visit filled with new adventures and learning, and he shared his stories with anyone willing to listen, inspiring others to explore, learn, and protect the magical wonders of the world. The cat and the dog. Once upon a time, in a cozy little house, there lived a cat named Whiskers and a dog named Spot. They were very different, but they lived happily together every day. Spot would run around the yard, barking loudly. Whiskers preferred to sit by the window, watching the birds. Although they liked different things, they were good friends. One day, Whiskers saw a mouse in the house. She wanted to catch it, but it was too fast. She asked Spot for help. "Spot, can you help me catch the mouse?" One day, Whiskers saw a mouse in the house. She wanted to catch it, but it was too fast. She asked Spot for help. "Spot, can you help me catch the mouse?" She meowed, she meowed. Spot was happy to help. Together, they chased the mouse. It was a fun game for them. Finally, Spot caught the mouse and let it go outside. Whiskers was very thankful. "Thank you, Spot, you are a good friend," she purred. From that day on, they became even better friends. They learned that working together made them a great team. They played, ate, and slept together, always looking out for each other. And so, Whiskers and Spot lived happily ever after, proving that even the most unlikely friends can have the best adventures together. The Adventure of Bella the Squirrel in a Large green forest filled with tall trees and colorful flowers, there lived a curious squirrel named Bella. Bella loved exploring every corner of the forest, from the deepest caves to the highest treetops. One sunny morning, Bella decided to find the legendary golden nut, a treasure hidden deep in the forest, said to grant wisdom and courage to the one who finds it. She packed a tiny backpack with nuts for the journey and waved goodbye to her family. As Bella ventured further, she met various animals first. She encountered Leo the lion. Leo was trying to solve a riddle to cross the Whispering River. Bella, being smart and quick-witted, helped Leo solve the riddle, and in return, Leo showed her the way to the Misty Mountains. Climbing the Misty Mountains was no easy task. The path was steep and the fog made it hard to see. Suddenly, Bella heard a soft voice. It was Fiona the fox, stuck under a fallen branch. Without hesitation, Bella helped Fiona, who then shared a secret path through the mountains. A path that was safer and quicker. The secret path led Bella to a beautiful valley filled with dazzling flowers and sparkling streams. Here, she found the golden nut, shining under a beam of sunlight. Just as she was about to take it, she remembered her friends she had made along the way. Bella realized that the true treasure was not the golden nut, but the friendships she had formed and the lessons she had learned. With a heart full of joy and wisdom, Bella decided to leave the golden nut for someone else to find. She returned home, sharing her adventures and the valuable lessons with her family and friends. From that day on, Bella was known not just as a curious squirrel, but as a wise and courageous friend to all in the forest. The end. Dear viewers, if you found value in today's story and are eager to continue improving your English with more captivating tales, please take a moment to like this video. Your support encourages us to create more content designed to make your learning journey enjoyable and effective. Don't miss out on any of our future stories and learning opportunities. Subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell. Join our growing community of language learners and be the first to access new content that will help you master English in fun and engaging ways. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to being a part of your language learning adventure. Warm wishes.
The Secret of the Lighthouse. In the small coastal town of Seaview, there stood an old lighthouse towering over the cliffs. For years it guided sailors safely to shore, but now it was abandoned. Surrounded by mystery, Jamie, a young and curious resident of Seaview, always wondered about the lighthouse's secrets. One day, Jamie decided it was time to uncover the truth. With a backpack filled with essentials and a flashlight in hand, Jamie set off towards the lighthouse early in the morning. The journey to the lighthouse was long and the path twisted through dense forests and steep hills, but Jamie's determination didn't waver. Upon reaching the lighthouse, Jamie found the door slightly ajar. Pushing it open, Jamie entered and was greeted by a spiral staircase winding upwards. With each step, Jamie felt a step closer to uncovering the secrets that lay hidden for so long. At the top, Jamie discovered the lighthouse's lamp room, and, to Jamie's surprise, there was an old, dusty book on the floor. It was the lighthouse keeper's journal, filled with entries about the ships it had guided and the storms it had weathered. But one entry stood out. It spoke of a hidden chamber beneath the lighthouse, where the lighthouse keeper had hidden a treasure for someone brave enough to find it. Jamie's eyes lit up with excitement. The adventure was far from over. After searching for clues, Jamie found a hidden lever disguised as a book on a shelf. Pulling the lever revealed a narrow staircase leading down into the darkness. Jamie descended carefully, the flashlight illuminating the way. At the bottom, Jamie found the hidden chamber. Inside, there was a chest filled with ancient coins, sparkling jewels, and a map of Seaview, with the lighthouse shining brightly at its heart. Alongside the treasure, there was a note from the lighthouse keeper, explaining that the treasure was meant to fund the lighthouse's operation, ensuring it would always be a beacon of hope and safety for those at sea. Filled with awe and a sense of responsibility, Jamie knew what had to be done. Returning to Seaview, Jamie shared the discovery with the town. The treasure was used to restore and reopen the lighthouse, and Jamie was honored as a hero. The lighthouse of Seaview once again stood tall and proud, its light piercing through the night, guiding ships and telling the tale of a brave young adventurer who uncovered its secret and ensured its legacy for generations to come. The secret of Lighthouse Island. In the middle of the great blue sea there was an island known to sailors as Lighthouse Island. This island was famous for its towering lighthouse that guided ships safely to shore, but the lighthouse held a secret that no one had uncovered. For centuries, Lucy, a young and adventurous girl from the nearby coastal town, grew up listening to stories about the lighthouse. Her grandfather, a retired sailor, told tales of a hidden treasure on the island protected by a mysterious force fueled by curiosity and the desire for adventure. Lucy decided to discover the truth behind these tales. One sunny morning, Lucy set out on her small boat, armed with a map, a compass, and her grandfather's old diary, which contained clues about the lighthouse's secret. The sea was calm, and the wind was gentle, making it a perfect day for an adventure. As Lucy approached the island, she noticed that the lighthouse looked more majestic than she had imagined. It stood tall against the sky, its light still shining bright even during the day. Lucy docked her boat on the sandy beach and started her journey towards the lighthouse. The island was beautiful, with wild flowers and butterflies everywhere. Lucy followed a narrow path that led her through a dense forest. Along the way, she encountered friendly animals that seemed to guide her towards her destination. She saw rabbits, squirrels, and even a deer that watched her with curious eyes. Finally, Lucy arrived at the foot of the lighthouse. The door was slightly ajar, as if inviting her inside. She found a spiral staircase that wound its way to the top. With every step, Lucy felt closer to uncovering the secret. At the top of the lighthouse, Lucy discovered an ancient room filled with maps, seashells, and a dusty old chest in the corner. Her heart raced as she approached the chest. Inside, she found not gold or jewels, but a collection of stories written by lighthouse keepers from generations past. These stories spoke of their lives, the sea, and the importance of guiding others to safety. Lucy realized that the true treasure was not material wealth, but the rich history and wisdom passed down through these stories. She spent hours reading and learning from them, feeling a deep connection to the lighthouse keepers who had come before her. As the sun began to set, Lucy made her way back to her boat. Her heart full of new stories to share, she promised to return to Lighthouse Island, to continue learning from the past and to keep the legacy of the lighthouse alive. And so the secret of Lighthouse Island was not of a hidden treasure, but of the timeless tales of courage, duty, and the unbreakable bond between the sea and those who seek to understand its mysteries. The lighthouse keeper of Star Point Isle. In the midst of the endless blue sea, there stands an island known as Star Point Isle. At the heart of this island, a tall lighthouse watches over the sea, guiding ships safely to shore. The keeper of this lighthouse is an old man named Henry, who has lived alone on Star Point Isle for many years. Henry's days are simple and peaceful each morning. He wakes up at sunrise, cooks himself a small breakfast, and then begins his daily routine of maintaining the lighthouse. He cleans the lens, checks the light bulb, and makes sure that the light shines brightly every night. One stormy night, as Henry watches the sea, from the top of the lighthouse, he notices a ship struggling against the fierce waves. He quickly turns on the lighthouse's beam, cutting through the darkness and guiding the ship to safety. The next morning, the captain of the ship visits Henry to thank him. He tells Henry that without the light from the lighthouse, their ship would have surely been lost. The captain's visit marks the beginning of a new chapter in Henry's life. Inspired by the encounter, Henry decides to explore the island. He calls home as he walks through the dense forests and along the sandy shores. He discovers the beauty of Star Point that he had never taken the time to appreciate before. During his explorations, Henry befriends the animals of the island, a playful dog that follows him everywhere, a wise old owl that shares its wisdom, and a curious rabbit that leads Henry to hidden paths. With each day, Henry's connection with the island grows stronger, and he finds joy in the simple beauty of nature. Henry also begins to welcome visitors to the island. Travelers from far and wide come to see the famous lighthouse and its dedicated keeper. Henry shares stories of his adventures and the history of Star Point Isle, becoming a beloved figure to all who meet him. Years pass and Henry grows old, but his spirit remains as vibrant as ever. He continues to keep the lighthouse light burning, knowing that it not only guides ships to safety, but also symbolizes hope and guidance for all those seeking their way in life. As Henry sits by the shore one evening, watching the sunset paint the sky with colors of gold and purple, he realizes that his life, much like the lighthouse, has been a beacon of light in the darkness. He smiles, content with the knowledge that he has lived a life full of purpose and adventure. Journey to the hidden valley. In a small village surrounded by vast mountains, there lived a young girl named Emma. Emma loved to explore and dreamt of seeing the world beyond the mountains. One day, while wandering near the edge of the village, she discovered a narrow path hidden among the trees. Filled with curiosity and excitement, Emma decided to follow the path which led her to the adventure of a lifetime. As Emma walked, the path took her deeper into the mountains. She saw flowers of colors she had never seen before and heard birds singing melodies that filled her heart with joy. The further she went, the more wonders she encountered. After hours of walking, Emma found herself in front of a towering gate made of vines. With a gentle touch, the gate opened, revealing a valley unlike any place she had ever seen. This hidden valley was full of light, even though the sun was setting. Glowing flowers lit the valley, and a gentle river sparkled under the moonlight. Emma was amazed. She felt like she had stepped into a magical world. As she walked through the valley, she met friendly creatures. A talking rabbit named Theo hopped up to her. Theo, with his soft voice, welcomed Emma to the hidden valley and offered to show her around. Together they explored the valley. Theo led Emma to a lake that mirrored the stars above. Here, Emma met Lily, a swan who could sing with a voice so beautiful that even the moon listened. Lily shared stories of the valley and its magical residents. The next day, Emma, Theo, and Lily set off to find the heart of the valley, a mystical flower that ensured the valley's magic remained strong. However, they learned that the flower was wilting because it hadn't received enough care. Without its power, the valley would soon become visible to the outside world, losing its magic and protection. Determined to save the hidden valley, Emma and her new friends embarked on a quest to rejuvenate the heart of the valley. They gathered dewdrops from the rare silver ferns, sunlight trapped in crystals, and moonbeams collected in leaves. Each item was a piece of the puzzle needed to restore the flower's strength. After gathering all the elements, they returned to the heart of the valley. Together, they performed a simple yet powerful ceremony as they placed the dewdrops, sunlight, and moonbeams around the flower. The valley was filled with a soft glow. The heart of the valley began to bloom again, stronger and brighter than ever. Thanks to Emma's bravery and the help of her friends, the hidden valley was saved. Emma realized that even the smallest act of kindness could make a big difference. She promised to visit the valley often, but to keep its secret, ensuring its magic would remain safe for generations to come. Emma returned to her village, her heart full of memories and stories of her incredible adventure. She had found a magical world beyond the mountains and made friends she would never forget. And deep down, she knew that the hidden valley would always be a part of her. A day at sunny Farmance upon a time, in a peaceful countryside, there was a farm named Sunny Farm. This farm was full of life, with animals of all kinds, green fields, and a big red barn. On this farm there lived a young boy named Jack. Jack had many friends on the farm, but his best friend was a playful dog named Max. One sunny morning, Jack decided to take Max for a walk around the farm. They started their day by visiting the chicken coop. "Good morning, chickens," Jack greeted. The chickens clucked happily as they pecked around for food. Next, Jack and Max went to see the cows in the field. "Hello, cows, how are you today?" Jack asked. The cows moved softly, enjoying the warm sunshine on their backs. Jack and Max continued their walk, saying hello to the sheep, pigs, and ducks. Every animal was happy to see them. As they were walking, Jack noticed that the gate to the vegetable garden was open. Oh no, the rabbits might get in and eat the vegetables, Jack exclaimed. Quickly, Jack and Max ran to the garden. They saw two little rabbits nibbling on the lettuce. Gently, Jack picked up the rabbits and said, "You must be hungry, but these vegetables are for everyone." He decided to find some carrots and feed the rabbits. The rabbits were grateful and hopped away happily. After saving the garden, Jack and Max were tired. They sat under a big oak tree and enjoyed the cool shade. Jack looked around and felt proud of Sunny Farm. "We have a beautiful home, Max," he said. Max barked in agreement, wagging his tail. Suddenly, Jack had an idea. "Let's have a picnic with everyone tomorrow," he exclaimed. Max barked excitedly, loving the idea. The rest of the day, Jack prepared for the picnic. He invited all the animals and even the rabbits. The next day, Sunny Farm was filled with laughter and joy. Everyone enjoyed the picnic, sharing delicious food and playing games. Jack felt happy seeing all his friends together. "This is the best day ever," he thought. From that day on, Sunny Farm was not just a place where animals lived, it was a place where friendship and kindness blossomed. Jack and Max continued to have adventures, knowing that every day was a new opportunity to make happy memories. The end.
The Lost Necklace. Once upon a time, in a small, peaceful village nestled between rolling hills and vast fields, there lived a young girl named Lily. Lily was known for her kindness and her love for exploring the surrounding nature. One sunny morning, she decided to embark on an adventure through the dense forest that bordered the village. Before leaving, her grandmother gave her a beautiful necklace, a family heirloom that was said to bring good luck to its wearer. As Lily wandered deeper into the forest, she marveled at the towering trees and the chorus of birds singing overhead. She followed a narrow path that twisted and turned, leading her to a hidden clearing. There, in the middle of the clearing, stood an ancient, towering oak tree. Its branches stretched towards the sky and its roots delved deep into the earth. Lily felt a strange connection to this magnificent tree, as if it was calling out to her. Drawn by an invisible force, she approached the tree and found a small, intricately carved box nestled at its base. Curious, she opened the box and discovered a collection of old, faded photographs. The photographs depicted scenes from the village's past, including images of people she recognized from her grandmother's stories. Lost in the magic of her discovery, Lily didn't notice her necklace slipping from her neck and falling into the grass. As the sun began to set, Lily realized it was time to return home. She hurried back to the village, her mind still replaying the day's adventures. It wasn't until she reached her home that she noticed her necklace was missing. Panicked, she retraced her steps back to the clearing, but darkness had enveloped the forest, making it impossible to find her way. Distraught, Lily shared her story with the villagers the next day. Moved by her tale, the community came together to help search for the lost necklace. They combed the forest from the clearing to the ancient oak, but the necklace was nowhere to be found. Weeks turned into months and Lily had almost given up hope of ever finding her precious heirloom. However, one crisp autumn day, as she walked past the ancient oak, she noticed something glimmering in the fallen leaves. There, caught on a small branch, hung her lost necklace, reflecting the golden sunlight. Lily's adventure taught her the value of community and the deep connections we share with the past. She realized that sometimes what we seek is not always lost, but waiting to be rediscovered in the right moment. This word list contains the key words and phrases you may encounter while reading or listening to the Lost Necklace story. It is designed to help you understand the story on a deeper level and enhance your language skills. Short English explanations or synonyms are provided after each word to facilitate the learning process and expand your vocabulary. Offering explanations or synonyms aims to provide insight into the context in which these words are used, helping you grasp their meanings and usage more effectively. The purpose of providing this list at the end of the story is to offer you an opportunity to review and reinforce the words after your reading or listening experience. By repeating and using these words through a technique known as the shadowing system, you can make your learning more permanent. Shadowing involves repeating out loud simultaneously while following the material you are listening to or reading. This method is considered an effective memory technique in language learning, offering an excellent way to expand your vocabulary and improve your pronunciation. By practicing with the words used in our story and incorporating them into your own sentences, you can enrich your English knowledge. Remember, learning a language is an ongoing process, and each repetition will help you progress on this journey. Happy learning! 1. Once upon a time at the beginning of a story. 2. Village, a small community or group of houses in a rural area. 3. Peaceful, calm, quiet. 4. Adventure, an unusual and exciting experience. 5. Grandmother, the mother of one's father or mother. 6. Necklace, a piece of jewelry worn around the neck. 7. Heirloom, a valuable object that has been given by older members of a family to younger members of the same family over many years. 8. Wandered, walked around without a specific destination. 9. Forest, a large area covered chiefly with trees and undergrowth. 10. Towering, very high, tall. 11. Chorus, a group of people or sounds. 12. Path, a way or track laid down for walking or made by continual treading. 13. Twisted, bent, or turned out of shape. 14. Clearing, an open area in a forest. 15. Ancient, very old. 16. Oak tree, a type of large tree known for its strength and longevity. 17. Branches, parts of a tree that grow out from the trunk. 18. Roots, the part of a plant that attaches it to the ground. 19. Carved, cut into a surface. 20. Photographs, pictures made using a camera. 21. Scenes, the place where an incident in real life or fiction occurs. 22. Lost, unable to find one's way. 23. Necklace, slipping, the action of the necklace moving and eventually falling off. 24. Retraced, her steps equals went back the way one had come. 25. Distraught equals deeply upset and agitated. 26. Villagers equals residents of a village. 27. Combed equals searched thoroughly. 28. Glimmering equals shining faintly with a wavering light. 29. Autumn equals the season of the year between summer and winter. 30. Heritage equals valued objects and qualities such as cultural traditions that have been passed down from previous generations. Like and comment. Subscribe. Follow me.